This is the Hayate. It is a Tier 8 premium Japanese destroyer, and it is the main reward in the Brewing Storm campaign. The ship is sort of compared to the Shimakaze. It does have much faster traversing guns, and the reload time of the main guns is about half of what the Shimakaze is, and it does have 10 torpedoes with about the same kind of firepower as the Shimakaze, so it does seem like a little bit of an upgrade over the Shimakaze in some ways, at least for me. So with that, let's get into the setup of the ship and the commander, who is Razio Tanaka. Base trait is Hull Crusher. Increases the torpedo damage by 4.25%, and then I have a double concealment setup here with Eric Bay Shifty. It improves the destroyer's detectability, and Jerzy Swirsky hide and seek. Sea detectability range is improved as well. And then we do have a little bit of a torpedo-centric setup here with Subsurface Venture as the first skill. Improves the torpedo speed and launcher reload time, but you do take a hit on the destroyer's main battery reload time. And then we have Look at Me Now, which improves the sea detectability range one last time. And with the addition of the premium camo that you get with the ship, this is the maximum detectability that you will get, maximum concealment you will get with this ship and this setup. The third skill is Perceptive. Incoming damage to your destroyer and a torpedo detection range is improved by 4% here. And then the last skill, the fourth skill, is Smoke Underwater. Smoke screen dispersion time and its dispersion is improved by 4%. And then we have the standard Unstoppable as a legendary skill. Engine repair time is improved by 5%, and it does allow for a reduced mobility with a disabled engine and or rudder. And a special effect is the damage control party cooldown time, which is improved by 50%, and it is active when you're within 4.5 kilometers of an enemy ship. That is at legendary rank 2. If you rank up to legendary rank 4, that radius goes up to 7.5 kilometers. All right, let's take a look at the upgrades for the Hayate. First upgrade is Aiming Systems Mod 1. Dispersion of the main battery is improved by 7%, and the torpedo launcher traverse speed is improved by 20%. And there's no need to go with the main battery Mod 2 for the traverse help, because the traverse speed is just fine as is. And then we have Propulsion Mod 2 here. Time taken to reach full power when accelerating is improved by 50%. And then we have the Concealment System Mod 1. Detectability range is 10% improvement, and the incoming fire dispersion is improved by 5%, and this doubles up on your maximum concealment from the camo. And then the torpedo launchers is the fourth upgrade, and the reload time is improved by 15%. Though you do take a hit at the risk of the launchers being incapacitated by 50%, but this hasn't been a problem to date. Let's check out the loadout. Ammunition, high explosive shells, armor-piercing shells, and torpedoes, which we'll get into in a second. Consumables is your damage control party. Duration is 5 seconds, reloads 40 seconds, and there is an unlimited number of those consumables. And then you can go with the smoke generator consumable here, or the torpedo reload booster, but I have been going with the smoke generator. If I start having a problem, I will go with the torpedo reload booster, but for now we are going with the standard smoke generator, and the duration is 20.8 seconds. Smoke screen dispersion time is 92.6 seconds, and reload time is 240 seconds, and there are 2 of those consumables. Engine boost consumable, maximum speed is improved by 8% when the consumable is running. Duration is 120 seconds, and it reloads every 180 seconds, and there are 2 of those consumables. And you know what, let's go back and take a look at that torpedo reload booster and see what's going on there. So You get only one of these consumables. You can do this one time if you select this. Launcher reload time goes down to 8 seconds, which is awesome. Duration is 1 second, and it reloads in 6 minutes, but that is irrelevant because you only have one of these consumables. Maybe if you had a commander that you can double up on your consumables, you can get another torpedo reload booster. But yeah, like I said, we are going to go with the smoke generator. And here are your normal battle boosters, and this could change depending on the battle situation. The ship comes with a Type 9 Premium Permanent Camouflage. Sea detectability range and incoming fire dispersion is 4.5% respectively. And then the stats. Survivability hit points is 20,800. Armor is 6 to 20 millimeters. Do not get hit. Artillery, you have 6 guns. They reach out to 10.7 kilometers. They reload every 4.4 seconds, and this is about half of what the Shimikaze's main gun reload speed is. Turn time, the traverse speed on these main guns is 10 seconds, and that is awesome. No problem traversing the main guns in the Hayate. HE shell damage is 2150 with a 9% chance of setting fire. Armor-piercing shells have a maximum damage of 2200. Torpedoes, these are literally the big deal. 10 torpedoes, you have 2 launchers of 5 torpedoes each. They reload every 111.7 seconds with this setup. Maximum damage is 24,777, and this is up there with the Shimikaze as the highest damage yield of any destroyer torpedo in the game. Range is 12 kilometers and the speed is 71 knots, which is awesome. AA defenses is rated at 51, but you can come pretty close to clearing the sky with the Hayate, as you will see in the highlight video I have. Maneuverability, 37 knots maximum speed, and I will say that when you are out in a match, that is as slow as 37 knots perceptively from your vantage point on your couch or wherever you're playing a game. It does seem really slow. A lot slower than what the apparent speed is on the screen. Turning circle radius is 750 meters. Rudder shift time is 4.6 seconds. Concealment is rated at 100. Detectability range by sea is 5 kilometers. Range by air is 2.9 kilometers. And detectability while firing into smoke, and this is pretty important in a destroyer with smoke, 2.5 kilometers. Here is your armor. Whatever you do, do not get hit. And the overview. Above average HE shell damage. It has superior HE damage. All right. Above average torpedo damage. It does have a gigantic yield. Big yield right there. And repeater can be equipped with the torpedo reload booster, and I may try that eventually, but for this example we are going with the smoke screen. So then the Hayate is a destroyer design that was equipped with perfectly dual purpose 127mm type guns designed for the needs of the Japanese Navy during World War II. Entered service in 1945, and there was 1 ship in the series. Alright, well that's it for the setup of the ship and the commander. Let's go out in a standard battle and check out this highlight. Alright, we're in Warrior's Path. We started out on the left edge of the screen. We spawned over here on the left. And there are 2 destroyers on the red team and 3 destroyers on the blue team. So in some ways, I feel we do have an advantage on that front. Have an Azuma, Charles Martel, and then a bunch of battleships and a aircraft carrier on the red team. So there will probably be some radar action going from those cruisers. But as far as the battleships go, we should have a free rein as far as sonar and radar goes. Especially with those battleships, but still you are always going to get spoiled with sonar and or radar, it seems like, in these higher tier matches. At least I have, so the 5 kilometer range does help a little bit, but once that sonar or radar hits you, that the gig is up, sort of. The jig is up, and yeah. We do have a three-player division over there on the red team, so they're going to be coordinating a little bit, and from that point of view it is going to be kind of rough. but I am coming over here to see if I can take a look at capturing A with only 2 destroyers on the red team. There's a likelihood that I will be the only destroyer over here on this side. Well, I'm taking a chance anyway, so I'm going to sneak up here and see if I can start look to capture A and start getting some XP there, and see if we can start racking up some points and well, try to win the match actually. So that Vladstock is 11 kilometers away and he is within range. So this is awesome with these really long range torpedoes on the Hayate. And we do take a shot at him right there. And we take 2 shots at him, figuring if he slows up in that gap there, we're going to have a good chance of getting him. And we are starting to capture A. So we are going to slow down and just wait this out and well, basically see what happens there. The Magador on the red team is gone, so this is looking up for the blue team at this point in the match. The fact that one of those destroyers is gone, 1 out of 2, does give us a pretty big edge, I would think. And there, this has to be a red team destroyer over here. So there's my teammate coming in here, firing up the smoke, and yeah, you can see that destroyer did launch some torpedoes. So now I have to do some fancy maneuvering and maneuver around these torpedoes. That is no problem, but we do get a hit on that battleship, I believe. It's not the Udachi, which is the guy firing the torpedoes here, but I am being very careful to avoid these torpedoes. Causes me to leave A, and I'm going to have to come back around and re-engage. And there, my teammate in the Benson, the guy who started the smoke screen, he got wiped out right there. So, hey, you don't want to be too aggressive and get wiped out, because things like that can and will happen more times than not, it seems like. But I'm relatively close to A, so I'm just going to come right back around here and try to re-engage. I'm sort of thinking about taking on this Izuma with my main guns, but I am not. Prime directive here is to capture A, so I'm going to look to do that. As long as I don't fire my main guns, the Izuma really shouldn't know that I am there. And the intercept point over there looked like half of it was through the island, but I took a shot with the torpedoes anyway. And this Izuma is still hanging around. Actually, I think he's going to be gone here in a little bit. And yeah, he is gone. Got taken out by the battleship right there. So, all right, we're just gonna snug around over here. And I'm gonna be looking to take on this Charles Martel. I did leave A for the time being. I was afraid the Charles Martel would have a radar. So now I'm going to come back around and try to see if I can tune up this Vladstock here. Looks like his speed is steady, and here comes a Republic. But I'm going to come back around here and engage both of these guys. And we're going to see if, well, we can take them out. That would be great. Right, so that looks like a destroyer over there that's taken A, and now we're going to come right in here. And I guess I can't really tell if it is the destroyer that took A or these battleships. That battleship, the Republic, is definitely in there. Now we're going to be looking to fire off some torpedoes at these guys. If I can back around, and this looks pretty good right here. But he does look like he may be accelerating a little bit. Otherwise, this guy is completely gone right here. We do start a fire. And those torpedoes look like they are going to hit this guy. And that would be great. If both of these torpedoes hit him, he is probably gone. So we get 2 torpedo hits and 3 more. 2 torpedo hits, 2 floodings and a destruction, and 3 more are going out in the direction of that Vladstock. So wouldn't that be something if we get 2 destroyed ships out of 1 salvo of 5 torpedoes? That would be unbelievable. That would be a stroke of luck. Almost something that's worthy of a highlight video, actually. And it's just amazing how this guy looks like he is going to trip into these torpedoes. Looks like only one of the torpedoes would be able to take him out, actually. And there you go. Bam. So 2 destroyed ships on 1 rack of 5 torpedoes. That is awesome. We're just going to stay here and finish capturing A. All right, and we're up to 99,000 damage on 5 torpedo hits, 4 floodings. A captured base. We did a solo capture and a partial capture, so we have 2 captured flags. So we are, you know, trying to do our job as a destroyer by capturing bases. With the Hayate, I have to tell you that I don't mind getting into a gunfight with the ship because the main guns reload so quickly. Where with the Shimakaze, I am definitely not looking for a gunfight anytime I'm in a Shimakaze. So this is a great ship here as far as the main guns to complement the torpedoes. So even though you have 5 less torpedoes than the Shimakaze has, you do have 10 of them, and they do put out 24,000 plus damage with each hit. And then you have the much quicker reloading main guns. And here's this Massachusetts. I'm trying to compensate a little bit for if he slows up, but I'm afraid I don't compensate nearly enough.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
Yeah, he is going to turn as if he is a cruiser here. Now I'm being spotted. I tripped into his detectability range. My concealment was only 5 kilometers. Now I'm at 4.7, so that is definitely not good. And we have another minute to go on the smoke screen. So without these smoke screens, I would not be able to do hardly any of this, I don't think. So now we just have to survive 55 more seconds for the next smoke screen to go, and we do have over a minute to go on these torpedoes. So it's going to be a little bit of a wait here. And then I'm spotted by the airplanes. So that aircraft carrier commander definitely got a good shot on me there. So already I know that this is a pretty good aircraft carrier player, because it is very difficult to get bomb hits on destroyers like that. But we are shooting down a couple of his planes already. So yeah, this is another thing. It didn't really look like the anti-aircraft was much in the stats, but you're going to see here that we are going to rack up quite a few airplanes shot down. And all right, so now I'm going to slow down and hit the smoke. We do have the smoke screen going, 5 seconds away from the torpedoes. And unbelievably, this guy stops. So he must think that we are an easy mark, no problem taking us out. Otherwise, I don't think he would have stopped. We are only down to a sliver of health, though, with 1370 hit points. And so there I took a shot of the torpedoes in front of the Massachusetts B and another shot behind the Massachusetts B. So now I'm kind of worried that if he stays where he's at and doesn't move, both of these torpedo racks are going to miss him. But I think he sees the front torpedoes, so he's backing up, and he's going to get nailed by the rear torpedoes ultimately. And there, that was a lucky miss right there. That torpedo certainly would have ended my day. But those torpedoes in the back definitely look good. 3 of those torpedoes got a hit, and a 3rd destroyed ship. So now, believe it or not, I'm kind of looking for a Kraken. Whenever you get 3 destroyed ships and there's 3 left, I think you do want to kind of start looking for a Kraken. The big problem, though, is the low health. If I had a lot more health, I'd be a little bit more confident in the Kraken. But here you can see the indicator shows that a ship, a red team ship, is coming. And unbelievably, this Graf Zeppelin is trying to go to A, it seems like, and try to capture A. Looks like he's on autopilot because he is not shifting his speed around. That aiming indicator is rock solid. We have 30 more seconds before the torpedoes reload. And when they do, I have every intention of firing both racks in the direction of that aircraft carrier. And it looks like it is still unchanged. His speed is staying the same. 3 seconds to go. All right, we're gonna let both of these racks of torpedoes go. And actually, I'm hoping that those torpedoes do not hit my my teammate there that has a sliver of health left. Looks like he's going to get taken out by the aircraft carrier torpedoes, and he does. So it's up to me. I am the last hope. I'm the only hope, I guess, for the blue team here. But these torpedoes look awesome on that Graf Zeppelin. We are up to 133,000 damage, 8 torpedo hits, 3 destroyed ships, 63 main gun hits, 3 fires, and we're definitely going to blow this guy out of the water with 30 more thousand damage. Devastating strike. High caliber metal, it looks like, up to 162,000 damage. So now it's just me against a battleship and a destroyer. I have no idea how much health that destroyer has. Now the remaining airplane from the aircraft carrier is spotting me. If I can go up against the battleship, I think I have a shot at a crack. And if I go up against a red team destroyer, last destroyer that's left, I think I am done, because 1370 is nothing for a single salvo from a red team destroyer, I believe. So I will be gone relatively quickly if this is a destroyer, and it is, and he is at almost full health. So I don't expect to last very long. And I do take out his motor a little bit, but he's going to get me on this next hit here. Well, all right. Well, that was a great match, actually. I was pretty happy about that. I think it does kind of highlight some of the qualities of the Hayate. All right. Well, the matches ended. It was a defeat. We did get 572,000 credits on 169,000 battle performance total damage. 72 main gun hits on 10 torpedo hits, 14 aircraft shot down. So I'm going to say that the Hayate is going to clear the sky if you get in the right situation. 4 destroyed ships, 3 fires, 7 floods. We did capture 2 flags, and we did rack up quite a bit of XP there. 5,000 XP, almost 1,000 global XP, and 8,000 commander XP, high caliber metal, and a devastating strike metal. Wow. Okay, so let's see how we did on the team result. Whoa, first place on our team by quite a wide margin, and we finished 4th place overall in the match. So I would say that was a pretty good showing for the Hayate. 4 destroyed ships. The Yudachi player that got us also had 4 destroyed ships. All right, let's see how we did on the economy tab. Even though it was a loss, let's see what the economy shows. Whoa, and this is a surprise. By the time it was all said and done, we got 392,000 credits, almost 400,000 credits by the time the match was all said and done. That is a big surprise. These guns can do. And that is it for the Hayate. That is basically a little bit of a first look, and you know, some sea trials right there. I think you got to see a little bit what the ship was about. Really fast reloading guns and super powerful torpedoes. And you know, let me know if you try that torpedo booster instead of the smoke. This is the Jaguar, and I'll see you on the high seas. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe if you like it. All right, this is looking good. Looking real good.